Another challenge, double challenge. Another challenge, another challenge, another challenge. We too, Amangla, we too, Amangla, we too, water run away me, aye, water run away me, water run away me, when I remember our people, aye.
Dictatorship run in their vein, dictatorship run in their blood, and in their water.
In the event that we have been here for 1 hour and they have refused to come and take the letter. So in the event that we are left to go up somewhere to drop the letter here too, it has been a successful outing. So we just
no, that shows that they enter. No, I take shots.
Go through them. Search. Look on phone. Camera. Hold your eyes, right?
Thank you for
that Africa has at no time in its entire history benefited from tyranny in any way whatsoever. Nigeria has been through several military regimes. Until date, we cannot point to one advantage of that period. Even today, that we are under a democratic dictatorship, we know how much Nigerians are currently being bruised. The people of Morocco survived Mobutu Sese Seko. The people of Zimbabwe, they survived Onkuro. And so it is not the first time that Africans are going to be subjected to different kind of tyranny. Of course, let us not forget that Nigeria survived Abacha. Oh yes, under the very brutal tyranny of Abacha, Nigerians survived, and Nigeria today survived. So we want to make it clear to the people of the world and to every single person who is a supporter of the freedom of the people that Nigerians in Nigeria are condemning what is going on in Sudan. Nigerians in Nigeria are saying that the will of Sudan must be respected. That Nigerians in Nigeria are saying enough is enough. It is enough that for 400 years our ancestors were enslaved. It is totally bad. It is totally terrible that now we are under the slavery of our own people, that our own fathers, our own brothers, our own uncles are the ones who are terrorizing us.
By women, and they were not dissatisfied with the tyranny and the dictatorship in the country. And as a fact, what we feel, as a people and as a country, is that we must show them solidarity and sympathy at these trying times of that they're going through as a people. And we also want a situation where they will not escalate the issue like the issue of Libya. So that despite the fact that yes, they have rights to protest, to do this, we're also calling for caution on their own path. That because we do not want a humanitarian crisis in Sudan. Because if what happened in Libya repeats itself in Sudan, it will affect Nigeria in many ways. It will affect us when it comes to issue of small weapons and small arms and light weapons. Because again we are dealing with insurgency here. Opinion leaders, women groups, because most of the resistance groups in Sudan are largely women groups. So we are concerned by that, and we are calling for an end to the massacre. We are also calling on the protesters themselves that they should please consider Sudan their country. That because if there's problem, it will affect the economy of that country, it will affect even the polity, And again, we're using this medium to call on the Sudanese government to, prevail on, especially the military government, to consider a swift democratic transition in the country.
People. And we have come here to say that democracy must prevail in Sudan. We have come here to say civil rule must prevail in Sudan. We have come here to say the people of Sudan must be allowed to have self-rule. We are asking the military government in Sudan, or the military, it's an aberration. Those who have come, the military incursion in Sudan, we are asking that an end should come to this. And we are condemning it. And we are asking every Nigerian to please rise in defense of Sudan. We are calling Nigerians to put pressure on the Federal Republic, on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to put pressure on the National Assembly. We are also asking the National Assembly to condemn what is going on in Sudan. We are asking President Buhari and other leaders of West Africa and leaders in Africa that we must not allow Sudan to become another Libya, because if it happens, it's going to affect us. And we also want Nigerians to know, and the people of Africa to know, that we are going to have influx of people moving into Nigeria from Sudan if Sudan becomes another Libya, if Sudan becomes another Syria, if Sudan becomes another Afghanistan. Is going to affect Nigeria. If the peace of Sudan is affected, the peace of Nigeria will be affected. Therefore, we are asking the aggressors in power, these men who have come to take advantage of civilians in Sudan, that they should vacate power and allow the people's will to prevail in Sudan. We are not going to rest on us. We will continue to seek for peace in Sudan. Will continue to tax the leaders of Africa who have become so insensitive to what is affecting us in the continent. The leaders of Africa who have become so insensitive to what is affecting the common man, that this is not how to build a nation. Is Africa a cursed continent? Is Africa a land of hopelessness? Is Africa a land of despondency? But we say no, it's because we have the wrong set of people in power in Africa. That is why today innocent lives made no meaning in Africa. But we are saying we are not going to allow this to continue, simply because we believe that there are good people in Africa. And it is these good people who rose and said that enough of Omar Bashir. And today, we cannot replace another Omar Bashir with another Omar Bashir in Africa. We will not allow that. What we are saying is that what must replace Omar Bashir in Sudan is democracy. What must replace Omar Bashir in Sudan is civil rule. What must replace Omar Bashir in Sudan is self-rule. And what the people of Sudan want, the popular will of the people of Sudan must prevail. And we want to tell our compatriots, we want to tell our fellow brothers and sisters in Sudan that we are with you in this struggle. We know that many of you have died, but your blood will never be in vain, because we know those who have murdered the innocent will pay for it. Not until when they get to heaven, they are going to pay for it in here. In this present world. And that is why we are here today, to tell the people, to tell the embassy of Sudan that an injury to the people of Sudan is an injury to the people of Nigeria. And we believe that we stand in solidarity with the people of Sudan. Thank you very much.
Freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom, oh freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom. Double challenge, another challenge you, another challenge you, another challenge you, double challenge you, another challenge you.
So can you tell us what's actually happening?
Okay, good morning Nigeria, good morning all, good morning people in Sudan, good morning to the whole world. Actually, I'm one of the victims of the crisis that has been happening in Sudan. I think since last year, we have been out of school for like almost 6 months, which in fact, it has been so much trouble to us, to all our people in Sudan, to our friends, to our family, and the whole world in particular. So what I want to say is, I just simply want to say no to the military rule, no to killing, no to destroying of things by the military people in Sudan, and no to harassing of women, and no to all the wicked things that is happening in Sudan. Thank you very much.
Okay, what's your name, please?
Okay, confidential.
No, you're going to see yourself on
My
TV.
name is Ibrahim Aminu, and I study in Khartoum, Sudan.
Which university?
Huh?
He's going to give us that.
University of Garden City.
Khartoum.
Yeah.